How did I never run into this? Oh man. First turn frozen. You know what? This gives me a chance to test what I was wanting to find out. So I'm going to add a point to Jahan's perception. And the reason I don't want to waste this talent point is really the only thing I need from it. It gives, perception gives a lot of stuff, but I don't need all of it except for one thing, which is an extra AP at the start of combat. So let me run back into that same fight and see if Jahan starts with an additional perception. I think it was right over here. As long as the party doesn't slip on that one square of blood again. Was this it? There it is. That's the fight.
What is going on? Those elementals are battling one another to the death.
And I have the feeling they don't intend to spare us either.
Oh, that's good. He used his ice missile on that instead of me. Like a sock and bop 'em robot. What? It was immune to being frozen during the boss fight we just did. Suddenly it can be frozen. He started with 9 AP. Great. That's exactly what I wanted. The reason is that in future fights, I don't want to do it now. I could do Drain Willpower, Rapture, and Mind Control someone on turn 1. Ooh, almost got him on one big blow. Oh man, alright, Crushing Fist. There's no path to do Battering Ram. Immune to knockdown, okay then. Zap that guy. And then flare this guy, which I'm sure will do double damage.
Spirits of eternal flame to my aid.
And beat him with a hatchet. Oh, Eve got frozen again.
My will is strong, my aim is true.
Barrage for the kill, I'm sure.
I've got the prey in my sights.
Don't slip on the eye. I warned him.
Death is its own deliverance.
Okay. We're gonna just fall over repeatedly, so let me clear this ice up. Alright. Yeah, Gur baby, Gur to you too. That's not what I was trying to do. So did I miss anything else over here? Did I get this waypoint? I guess not. Alright. Glad that... Oh, there's another one. The air elementals are winning this one. Oh, God! I wish the Earth Elemental started with full health so I could mind control it and have a good bet, but... As before, we found it'd be dumb to mind control the Air Elemental because it'll just heal when it punches the other Air Elemental. Yo, this lava thing is out of... It's not in combat with us, and so it's just going to keep barraging him if he stays there. Oh man, Oath of Desecration is still on cooldown from the last fight. Alright, this should kill that guy. Oh man, Splinter is still in cooldown as well. I was hoping that would ricochet, it did not, obviously. Okay, Farseer on self. Alright, let's throw Nick out there. Absorb some lightning. Okay. Poison. Wow! What? I mean, there's no weakness to poison, but man, that hit really hard. Okay. Wait, is this an air wand? No, it's a fire wand. Okay.
Glory in this death.
Cool. Undead Swordsman is stunned, that's fine.
What do you think, Soul Hunter? Shall I start shredding the top of the bottom?
Disease hit. Let's see, that's air damage, that'll heal. Oh shoot, I can't move and do teleport. Okay, let's just buff Bear Daughter with Oath of Desecration, bump her damage up. She one-shot him! Hot damn! Clean up all this stuff so we can access the loot.
I'm warm.
Oh my gosh, these meteors.
Chill to my bones.
Grab all these essences. I'm sure there's some kind of crafting I'll need them for later. I just don't know what currently. Alright, and then continue on to the Elemental Forge, where we can break the other Elemental Kings out of their stick. Long walk is long. Dude, is all of it, like, I want a reminder, we got to Jotunheim from a portal in a lady's house. Like, is all of this just like a tiny sliver of Act 2? Because that's crazy. I don't know if a fight's gonna brew or what. Does he need to start with more AP? I don't think so. But he does need more AP per turn, so let's do speed. Alright, quick save in case this turns into some weird fight where all the Elemental Kings attack me. I don't know what's going on. Is this it? Elemental Staff.
Brother, sister, we are free.
Got a steam, Chivo.
And who is this? Can it be that a frail mortal human faced and bested our own scheming Boreas? Ah, but this is no mortal, I see. Strange you'd take the guise of a source hunter. but I shall of course honor your chosen form. Indeed, I suppose I should have expected that.
So once again, they imply I'm some immortal demigod and I don't know it.
Sooner or later, Boreas always did dance uncomfortably close to the dark arts. But I suppose the others of we elemental monarchs thought it better not to interfere in the affairs of his realm. No, like fools, we waited for his pride, his hunger for more and ever more power, to pull us from our own seats of safety and into his sordid storm. We, and with us all the subjects of the realm of Fairy, do owe you our lives, Source Hunter. If, no, not if, but when, we might be of assistance to you in this dimension, you must call upon me personally.
Alright, I found the White Witch, but she's trapped in ice that won't melt. Can you help me free her?
Source Hunter, it would be my sincerest honor. Take this rune, and use it to summon me when you're near the witch once more. If she can be extracted from Boreas ice, I'll find a way to make it so.
Cool.
We best be on our way then. The spring and autumn kingdoms won't rule themselves, you know. May our paths cross soon, Source Hunter.
The Earth guy sounds chipper. Okay. Let's see if we can free this lady from the ice for our finale tonight. Hyberheim... Prison? Yeah, okay, good. This was the closest one. Alright, save game.
There she is! The White Witch!
I don't know
a
how
prisoner
long she'll
in
last
ice.
within that ice.
I wonder what
be a way.
sorcery, or worse, sorcerers.
So I use the fire rune.
Is your White Witch then? And you're sure you want to free her, are you? Even our mad Boreas wouldn't have wasted such precious ice on a petty criminal. Whatever she did to find herself here must have been rather severe indeed. But I am in your debt, and I would be remiss not to honor your request. Shield your eyes, Source Hunter. To melt ice of this refinement, I'll need to summon an equally rare flame.
Come. And then she dies from lava dripping onto her head.
Goddess, it's colder than a witch's teat. How very callous of Leandra to inter her only sister in a
Chivo.
barren tundra for eternity.
Ikara, you're all right? The ice, King Boreas, and your sister. What a frigid hell you've endured.
And yet not even a frigid hell like this could induce you to put on a shirt, could it, Andy? My old friend? Surely I have you to thank for my salvation.
That honor goes to a pair of talented source hunters, actually. If not for their efforts, I'd be quite uselessly prowling around your prison still.
Then perhaps I ought to address my savior directly. Source Hunter, is that the masquerade?
Another person who apparently sees through my flesh for the demigod I am within.
Well, what a motley crew we are. Isn't there somewhere a bit warmer we might discuss matters?
What do you mean masquerade? We are members of the Order of Source Hunters.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Do pardon me. I didn't mean to imply you were very clearly eternal beings in the guise of minor mortals. Not at all. Please, let's do carry on.
Oh, wow. You stand accused of murdering the Sicilian High Counselor Jake.
I take no pleasure in the memory of that night. The thought of hurting anyone or anything is abhorrent to me. But in this case, I judged it necessary. If you've come this far, I trust you've learned that the Counselor was far from a humble civil servant. This doesn't excuse my behavior, but perhaps it can help to explain it.
What happened the night of Jake's murder?
It's a sordid story, to be perfectly frank. Two sisters, a philanderous, treacherous wizard, death and mayhem. Are you sure you're interested in such things?
Like and subscribe.
The sparkle in your eye belies your better nature, Source Hunter. Now I know that it is your duty to get to the heart of this. And, in truth, the events of that night were but one part of a larger and much darker matter. A matter in which I'll dare to beg your assistance before we're through with one another. Now that terrible night. One night, as I slept,
Ooh, a
I had
movie!
a sudden revelation. No dream, but a vision. My sister Leandra and my lover Zandalor. I didn't understand, but I recognized their location. Syceel's King Crab Inn.
Yo, was this added in Enhanced Edition?
I arrived and looked through
I
their
don't
window,
remember this
but
at all.
inside, everything was wrong. Leandra had fled, and Counselor Jake stood over the wizard, a knife in his hand and hate in his eyes. As I watched, he drove the dagger deep into Zandalor's heart, and I was too late to stop him. In that moment, I broke. I saw before me not a man, not even a beast, but evil incarnate. And I used Source to slay him. On the floor,
What was that?
in my hands, I held Jake's life force. I had sworn never to use Source, but I couldn't walk away. And so I did the unthinkable. I used the Counselor's life to save Zandalor's. He was alive, but only just.
Cast
Betrayal,
Regeneration.
murder.
It's a level 1 spell.
Source. We were all of us guilty now. If you were any other Source Hunter, I suppose you'd strike me down where I stand after that terrible admission.
Dude, that was sweet.
Fortunately for us both, you are no other Source Hunter.
How did you get imprisoned?
First things first, Source Hunter. For my freedom, I owe you every imaginable thanks. My soul had withered in this prison, and I might not have survived much longer without your help. Now, about the culprits. My corrupted sister and the mad Winter King.
Killed the king.
When I realized exactly where, and to whom Leandra was consigning me, I was certain I'd never enjoy the sun's warmth again. But neither she nor I anticipated the Source Hunter. That was her mistake, and my blessing. I never would have imagined Leandra capable of dealing with the likes of Boreas, but she has changed into someone I hardly recognize anymore.
Tell me more.
My own little sister, if you can imagine it. She was always the more ambitious, the more exacting of us, and she had no fear of the darkness that so often accompanies Source. Her collusion with King Boreas in imprisoning me here confirms my worst fears. She is planning something far greater than I could have anticipated. For this reason, and with a heavy heart, I must ask you, Source Hunter.
So it forces me to
find
do
out how
every
far
conversation
exactly
option with her.
Leandra has become entwined in the dark arts.
Are you the White Witch? Which is obvious.
Oh, yes, I suppose I am. But I do prefer my given name. Ikara, that is. Charmed. But I hope I haven't disappointed my own hero. Am I just as white and witchy as you'd hope? I hate to extend my own invitation, Source Hunter, but I believe I ought to accompany you to Zigzax's hideout. Presumptuous, yes, but I'd recognize the imp's essence just about anywhere. Both he and you must learn more about the darkness that has extended itself into our dearest Rivellon. And I believe I know where we must begin. Ah, but unless that's a bear flailing through the threads of time, I do believe Master Zigzax is
A
on
bear?
his way. Make way, Source Hunter, landing in 3, 2...
Hunters, you've done it! Ikara is free! Ah, what good it does my impish heart to see her safe and bright as ever! We have much to discuss. Come one and all to the end of time. A spot of something warm and the soft glow of the tapestry ought to do us all a bit of good,
All right.
You are, Ikara. Now, if we're done playing hide and seek, let's not waste a jot more time. Oh, I just can't wait to pick your every synapse.
After you, Master Zigzags.
We've solved the murder and caught the culprit. Yet this case feels anything but closed.
There's more to this crime than simple fact. Killing a killer is hardly the same as killing an innocent, after all.
We'll have to learn more before we can assess Ikara's true guilt in this matter. Fortunately, she seems quite eager to tell us more about this entire dark affair.
All right. That was cool. I like that cinematic. That was pretty cool. It definitely put a lot more strength into the story than, oh, I saw him through the window and I jumped in and stabbed and saved and killed and all kinds of stuff. Did a lot more for it by doing that.